friends, welcome back to another class. I hope all are you good and very well. So today let me start English chapter number 15, The Lost Child. ये एक स्टोरी है जो बच्चा अपने मम्मी पापा के साथ मेले में घूमने जाता है और वहाँ पे खो जाता है. ठीक है. It was the festival of from the wintry shades of narrow lanes and alleys emerged a gaily clad humanity thick as a swarm of bright colored rabbits shooing from a barren. They entered the flooded sea of sparkling silver sunshine outside the city gates and span towards the fair. Some walked, some rode on horses, others sat being carried in bamboo and bullock carts. One little boy ran between his parents' legs, brimming over with life and laughter. Come, child, come, called his parent. उसके parents ने कहा कि आओ बेटा. As he lagged behind, fascinated by the toys in the shops that lined the way, he hurried towards his parents, his feet obedient to their call, his eyes still lingering on the receding toys. As he came to where they had stopped to wait for him, he could not suppress the desire of his heart, even though he well knew the old cold stare of refusal in their eyes. Okay, so I want the toy. His father looked at him, red-eyed in his familiar, tyrannical way. His mother, melted by the free spirit of the day, was tender in giving him her finger to hold, said, "Look, child, what is before you?" Okay, so the faint disgust of the child's unfulfilled desire had hardly been quelled in the heavy pounding sob of a breathed mom when the pleasure of what was before him filled his eager eye. So they had come upon a footpath in a field. It was a burning mustard field, pale like melting gold as it swept across miles and miles of human land, a river of yellow liquid light, ebbing and falling with each fresh eddy of wild wine and staying in places into broad, rich tributaries, yet running in a constant sunny sweep towards the distant mirage of an ocean of silver light. So where it ended on one side stood a cluster of low mud walls, relieved by a dense crowd of yellow-robed men and women from whom arose a high-pitched sequence of whistling, creaking, squeaking, roaring, humming noises sweeping across the groves to the blue-throated sky like the weird strange sound of Shiva's mad. The child looked up at his father and mother, saturated with still joy and wonder of this vast glory, and feeling that they too wore the evidence. He left the footpath and plunged headlong into the field, parents prancing like a young colt, his small feet timing with the fitful gust of wind that came rich with the fragrance of more distant fields. Okay, he ran towards his parents gaily and walked abreast of them for a while. However, Brinksel soon left behind, attracted by the little insects and worms along the footpath that were emerging from their hiding places to enjoy the sunshine. Come, child, come, his parents called from the shade of grove where they had banyan here outstretched its powerful arms over the blossoming jackfruit and jamun and neem and champak and skrisha and cast its shadows across beds of golden cassis and crimson gulmohar as an old grandmother spreads her skirts over her young ones. A shower of flower petals fell upon the child as he entered the grove, and forgetting his parent, he began to gather the raining petals in his hands. But lo, he heard the cooing of doves and ran towards his parents, shouting. The dove, the raining petals dropped from his forgotten hands. Come, child, come, they called to the child, who had now gone running in wild capers round the banyan trees, and gathering him up, they took the narrow winding footpath which led to the fair through the mustard. The sweet-made seller hawked gulab jamun, rasgulla, barfi, jalebi at the corner of the entrance, and a crowd pressed round his counter at the foot of an architecture of many colored sweets डेकोरेटेड विद लीव्स ऑफ सिल्वर एंड गोल्ड. है ना, जैसे वो अंदर गया उसने देखा वो बहुत सारी मिठाइयाँ हैं, गुलाब जामुन है, रसगुल्ला, बर्फी, जलेबी, ठीक है, और वहाँ पे जो मिठाइयाँ हैं वो बड़े सुंदर से सजी हुई हैं, कलरफुल मिठाइयाँ बड़ी सजी हुई हैं. द चाइल्ड स्टेयर्ड ओपन आइड एंड हिज माउथ वाटर्ड फॉर द बर्फी दैट वाज हिज फेवरेट स्वीट. आई वांट दैट बर्फी, he slowly murmured, but he half knew as back that his plea would not be heeded because his parents would say she was say he was greedy, so without waiting for an answer, he moved on. A flower seller hogged a garland of gulmohar, a garland of gulmohar. The child went towards the basket where the flowers were capped and half murmured. Okay, I want that garland, but he will knew his parents would refuse to buy him those flowers because they would say they were cheap. So without waiting for an answer, he moved on. A man stood holding a pole with yellow, red, green and purple balloons flying from it. The child was now carried away by the rainbow glory of the silken colors, and he was possessed by an overwhelming desire to have them all, but he will knew his parents would never buy him the balloons because they would say he was too old to play with such toys, so he walked on further. A juggler stood playing a flute to a snake which coiled itself in a basket, its head raised in a graceful band like the neck of a swan, while the music stole into its invisible ears like the gentle rippling of a soft, slow waterfall. The child went towards the juggler, but knowing his parents had forbidden him to hear such coarse music as the juggler played, he proceeded further. There was a round about in full swing. Men, women, and children carried away in a whirling motion, shrieked and cried with dizzy. The child watched them intentionally going round and round till he felt that he himself was being carried round. The ring seemed to be fiercely at first, then gradually it began to move less fast. Presently, the child wrapped finger in his mouth, so it stopped. This time he made a bold request, I want to go on the roundabout, please dad, mom. Okay, there was no reply. He turned to look at his parents. They were not there in front of him. He turned to look on either side. They were not there. He looked behind. There was no sign of them. A full deep cry rose within his dry throat, and with a sudden jerk of his body, he ran from where he stood, crying in real fear. Mom, dad, tears rolled down from his eyes, hot and fires. His flushed face was convulsed with fear. Panic stricken, he ran to one side first, then to the other, either and thither, in all directions, knowing not where to go. Mom, dad, he wailed with the most shrill breath, now his throat being wet with swallowing of spittle. अब वो चिल्ला रहा था, मॉम डैड को ढूंढ रहा था, चिल्ला के क्या हुआ, उसका थ्रोट जो है पूरा स्वेल हो गया था. His yellow turban came untied and his clothes wet with perspiration became muddy where the dust has mixed with the sweat of his body. His light frame seemed heavy as a mass of lead. At a little distance on the green grass, he could see through his wet eyes men and women talking. उसे देखा कहीं वहां दूर हरी घास पे अपनी वेट आइज गीली गीली आंखों से आंसू थे उसकी आंखों में कि एक आदमी और एक औरत बात कर रहे हैं. He tried to look intently among the patches of brightly yellow clothes and talk just for the sake of laughing and talking. He ran again, this time to a shrine to which people seemed to be crowding. Every little inch of space there was congested with men, but he ran through people's legs, his little soul lingering. Mom, dad near the entrance to the temple. However, the crowd became very thick. Men jostled each other, heavy men with flashing murderous eyes and hefty shoulders. A man in the surging crowd heard his cry and stooping with very great. Man asked as he strayed clear of the mass. The child wept more bitterly than ever now and only cried, I want my mom, I want my dad. मुझे मेरे मम्मी पापा चाहिए. Okay, the man tried to soothe him by taking him to the roundabout. Will you have a ride on the horse? He gently asked. He approached the ring. The child's throat tore into wild, deep, shrill sobs, and he only shouted, I want my mom, I want my dad. The man headed towards the place where the juggler still played on the flute to the dancing cobra. Listen to that nice music, child. He helped, but the child shut his ears with his fingers and shouted his double-pitched strain, I want my mom, I want my dad. The man took him near the balloons, thinking the bright colors would distract the child's attention, and questioned him, would you like a rainbow-colored balloon? He persuasively asked. The child turned his eyes from the flying balloons, okay, and just sobbed, I want my mom, I want my dad. अब वो बस अपने मम्मी पापा को ढूंढ रहा था, उसे कुछ और नहीं चाहिए था. The man still importunate in his desire to make the child happy, bore him to the gate where the flower seller said, "Look, can you smell those nice flowers, child? Would you like a garland to put round your neck?" The child turned his nose away from the basket and retracted the sob, "I want my mom, I want my dad." Thinking to humor his disconsolate child by a gift of sweets, the man took him to the counter of the sweat shop. "What sweets would you like, child?" he asked. The child turned his face from the sweet shop and only sobbed, "I want my mom, I want my dad." उसको केवल जो है अपने पेरेंट्स चाहिए थे. Okay, so everyone, the chapter is in here. I hope you all are very well understand full chapter. We will meet you the next class. Thank you.